Welcome everyone to the T Project's Epoch 10.1 mining contest. This will be more of a what's new guide to showcase the features we've either added or tweaked in the 10.1 release. So let's start with the account tab here. And just like before, you can purchase coffee with USDT using our form here. And we'll link that in our Epoch 10.1 users guide. Just to keep in mind some of the differences that we have two different wallets here. We have a chain wallet and a T-App Store wallet. The chain wallet is actually running on the underlying blockchain here. For Epoch 10.1 or 10.x, that will be our substrate-based blockchain. And that's why we use the Polkadot.js wallet to confirm transactions. In Epoch 11, your chain wallet transactions will be confirmed by MetaMask, as we'll be moving to the Ethereum chain. So it's also important to realize that coffee only exists on your chain wallet. There's no coffee representation in the layer 2 T-App Store wallet. So the T can be either in your chain wallet or it can be in your T-App Store wallet. We can move funds between this balance here, our chain wallet, and this balance here, which is our layer, also called our layer 2, by using the top up. And that moves funds from here to here. And then similarly, we can use the withdraw if we have funds. Right now we don't have any funds. So we can use the withdraw button to move funds back down to our chain wallet. And while we're moving funds back and forth, we want to make sure that we always have just a little bit of T in our chain wallet, because we will need to confirm transactions every once in a while, and I'll show you what that looks like. Because after you purchase your coffee, well, the first thing you're going to want to do is take some of that coffee and exchange it to T. So we are going to sell our coffee, and we'll just we can do a sell all. And as we confirm, you'll notice that this will pop up. This is the Polkadot.js wallet extension, and this is that's a signal that it is in fact a chain wallet transaction. And we'll look shortly what a layer 2 T-App Store wallet transaction looks like. So of course we want to top up by moving that T balance now up to our T-App Store wallet T balance. So I'm going to top up. And the T-App Store balance, there's also going to be transactions fees. So this is, again, that's the confirmation on the layer 1, the chain wallet. And as we move it up here to our T-App Store wallet, that's when we'll be able to interact with the browser wallet and actually invest in the various investments, the seats, and actually start moving up the leaderboard. So why don't we refresh here the balance. Oh, and I have to log in, I think. So every once in a while, it might log you out. So as we wait for that. And now let's refresh, and then you can see there's our amount. Once you have coffee, of course, you want to exchange it just like we did to T, and then move it up to your T-App Store wallet. You want to make sure also that you're going to register for the competition. And while we're in this tab, I just want to show you two new things. One is your initial asset. So this is how much has rolled over from your previous epoch. So let's say Epoch 10, this contestant had 7,000 worth of T. That will be their starting point. And as the Epoch 10.1 progresses, as this user accumulates value across the different asset classes, this total is going to increase, and that will give them their net asset gain. So it'll be the total amount minus their initial, and that will give the net gain. And that's the actual what's used to rank contestants on the leaderboard. So why don't we go ahead and register for the contest. So this you'll want to put your ETH address. And the reason why we're doing that is because when we move to Epoch 11, we're going to move from the Polkadot.js wallet to MetaMask and Ethereum. And at that point, you will need an ETH address. So we're just getting ready for that. So make sure you have your ETH address ready and you can paste it right in there. Okay, we have funds again in our account. It's in our TApp Store wallet. That means we can start purchasing some investments. So why don't we go ahead and look at what we can purchase here. So we don't have a lot of TApps running right now in 10.1. The main one is going to be the TApp Store, and along with its ticker, the global. Now, every time you do a transaction on layer 2, let's say I'm going to buy a few of this global token. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 10. I'll say, okay, 741. Okay, before it does that, here it is. It says this transaction has a 1T gas fee. And what that's doing is across the TApp Store wallet, when you do transactions on our layer 2, for 10.1, it's going to charge a 1T gas fee. And that gas fee is going to help fund the consume actions into the TApp Store, TApp. And what that does is actually, the holders of the global token, which represents the TApp Store, will benefit financially as people use the layer 2 various functions. So that's just how we're simulating consume actions into the TApp Store TApp. So I go ahead and confirm that. There'll also be 2 other possible ways to increase your assets. The main ways I would say are you'll have a mining tab and the seats, which are the seat maintainer licenses. So we have investments. That's one way you can check out what's available. And again, you can look at the TApps, what's available. Remember, you always have this switch here between just showing your assets versus showing all assets. You can see there's the one TApp we have running right now. The other 2, besides the investments, would be seats and mining. So I just want to say a quick note about mining. Right now, the mining tab will be active if you have a Camellia. If you don't have a Camellia in your wallet, you won't see it. The problem right now is that there is no hosting of TApps for Camellia in 10.1. And so you're not going to get any TApp tokens as a hosting fee reward for doing that. And the only reward right now for Camellia is remote attestation, which is only 1T per 300 blocks. And that 1T is shared by all Camellia. So to be quite honest, it's not worth it right now to plant a Camellia. Camellia is going to cost around 20 coffee, excuse me. And 1T is just a minuscule amount. So if you want to move up the leaderboard, I would recommend focusing on investments and, of course, the seats. So let's go over some of the changes that we've done for the state maintainer seat licenses. Again, we want to move to all. The first thing you'll notice is that we had 20 seats in Epoch 10. For Epoch 10.1, we only have 10. We want to see a more active seat market. What we mean by that is whatever the tax that the seat maintainer, seat holder has is based on the estimated price, which is self-estimated. So if you put this too high, then of course you're going to pay a higher tax. But if you put it too low, then anyone can come by and purchase it. For instance, this one is only 1T. That's actually very low. So I could come in and say, I want it for 2T, and I can purchase that away from this user. We want to see more of that action happening, so we've decreased the number of seats so that the seats will be more scarce. So that if you look at the settlement period, when the next settlement period happens, that's when the actual seat transfer will happen. So as far as changes to the taxation, for Epoch 10, it was 1%, and in Epoch 10.1, it's going to be 7%. And it'll be 7% of whatever this estimated price is. So keep that in mind. Obviously, whatever this estimated price is, you want to multiply it by 7%, and that will be how much you pay every 300 blocks. Those are the major changes for Epoch 10.1. If you have any questions, please join us in our Telegram, and we'll be happy to answer them. Thanks.